Hello, welcome to Have a Tea with me. My name is Chris. This channel is Lesson Jigsaw. You are most welcome. Tea is still a little bit too hot, so we'll come back to the tea a little bit later. Hope you are doing well. Crazy times that we're in now. Dramatic times, devastating for many people. It is Friday, the 25th of February, 2022. We hope wherever you are safe and well as much as possible. Thinking about all those people who are not in a safe situation at the moment. Lots of news and dramatic events over the last 24, 36 hours. So yes, dramatic, disappointing. It's hard to know what adjective is the best to use for those sorts of things. This is Have a Tea with me. This is a show that we do every day, Monday to Friday, at 12 o'clock Universal Time. This is for English language learners. If you're looking to practice your English language conversation skills, if you want to practice your speaking, if you want to just talk about general situations, have a bit of chit chat, that sort of stuff, we can certainly do that here. There is not at the moment, but there will be shortly a link in the chat box. Click on here to participate. So I'll put the link in the chat, and if you click on that, you'll be able to come through to the studio and we can have a chat. Like I say, if you do click on that, we can chat about chit-chat stuff, just general conversation, sort of like getting to know you sort of stuff, or whatever it may be, similar to that. Or indeed, you may want to practice talking in a particular situation, or sort of acting out some type of event or scenario. And we can certainly do that as well. So basically, we're here to try and help develop your confidence and fluency, and how comfortable you feel speaking in English. And that's what it's all about. It's getting used to speaking in English in different situations, and participating like that. There's certainly, it's very good when you're learning English, if it's formally, like in a classroom, or casually, just as like a hobby sort of thing. It's certainly good to do those things like reading books, like listening to podcasts, watching movies, TV shows, all that sort of stuff. All that, it's very good to get that input, to get that new vocabulary, to reinforce the structures of the language, all that sort of thing. Very good indeed. Very important. But it is also very important to produce English, to speak English, and to write English. And without that, you're sort of missing a key component. And without practicing that in a somewhat of a real scenario, or in a somewhat authentic practice, let's say. I'll try another sip. So that's what we're here for. So have a tea with me, as I say, every day at 12 o'clock Universal Time. You can find us Monday to Friday. If that's not a great time, you're watching us on the replay, hello. You can send us an email, chatonlessonjigsaw@gmail.com. You send us an email, and we can see if we can find a time where we can chat. Maybe there's a a better time for you because maybe you're sleeping, studying, at work, dropping the kids off at school, or who knows what. It could be lots of different things that people are doing all the time. And so now is not the most convenient time for you. Certainly just send us an email, tell us like where you are, what your time zone is, and what you'd like to chat about, and also like the days and the times, in a general sense. Like I like Mondays at 5 o'clock or something. I don't know. So the times that are better for you, and then we can see if we can arrange something. That's pretty much what it is. How long we are here for today, I'm not sure. It's a slightly different setup. We're in a slightly different environment, so we're just gonna see how it all goes, and what the story is there. So as I was saying, it is the 25th of February. Hope you're having a good day, as much as you can. I know certainly, like in the news, I guess every day on the news there's dramatic, disappointing, sad stories. But certainly when you see a large group of innocent people, I remember a friend of mine would always say it's always the innocent ones who suffer for these sorts of things. So it is that case again. It's I guess we can say history repeats itself. History repeats itself. I know that's a song as well. History. The song is history never repeats itself, but yes, it does seem like history does repeats itself, and I guess when we're in different situations and different levels, the sort of power that people like to exert is I guess sometimes equated by what they can do and what people allow to happen. I guess if we talk about what, if we are complicit, if we are yes, complicit in something, so complicit. So if we're sort of complicit, if we're involved in something, actively or passively, I guess is the question that many people are asking around these times, and not just now, other times as well. If we are complicit with when we do something and when we do nothing, we can be complicit. So yes, somewhat downcast today, isn't it? I don't know, but that's sort of, I don't know, that's sort of, it seems to be the mood of everyone, perhaps. I know in some places they have celebration times at the moment. There's different places are celebrating different things, so it's it's always hard to know when to celebrate something, when not to celebrate, and that sort of things. But like I say, sometimes we do have to wonder if we, if we means we as a collective individually, or we as in a country, or the governments of countries, that sort of stuff, to be complicit. If we're complicit in something by doing something or by not doing something. Sometimes as well, we can turn a blind eye to something, to things, So we don't really pay attention, I guess, to well, or maybe we pay attention, but we pretend not to see. I guess is the way we could say it. We pretend not to see something, and that could be like, you see this sometimes in public transport. I think you tell me if you see it when people are in public transport. Sometimes it's like when they pretend not to see people. So like maybe there's I guess the classic ones are like if there's an older person or a pregnant lady or something, and they sort of like they get entrenched into their magazine or their newspaper, or they close their eyes and put the music on, and it's like, I can't see, I don't notice, because they don't want to give up their seat, and that sort of thing. So they turn a blind eye to that sort of situation. And that's, I guess, as individuals, I guess a lot of us are guilty many times of different ways of turning blind eyes. But it's interesting as human beings, isn't it? And yes, well, anyway. So as I say, this is Lesson Jigsaw. We are here every day at Monday to Friday, 12 o'clock Universal Time, here for English language learners. If you like to practice speaking, practice your English language conversation, we are here for you. And you can come through and have a chat. Click on the link. You'll see like a pinned comment in the chat. You can click on that and come on through and chat on the stream. It's simple as that. Just checking everything is okay. All right, so let me take that away. And like I say as well, if now is not a good time, you watch this on the replay, send us an email, chat@lessonjigsaw@gmail.com, and we can see if we can arrange a different time or a better time or something like that to organize a time for you to, when we can do a live stream and we can practice. Yeah. So I'll leave that up to you to contact me. Okay. Let's have a chat, shall we? Let's chat, and as we do many times, depending on who's here and who's not here. Well, basically, if I'm alone, if the case is, if there's no one else here, I'm just by myself. We use different stimulus, let's say, to talk about, and one of the easiest sort of stimulus I guess we can always use the news, but sometimes it's good to get away from the news for a few moments, just get away from everything. And in this case, we've got a photo of okay. And so yeah, as we say, it's good to when you look at a photo, always think about the classic sort of question words. So who, what, when, where, why, how, and any other forms of questions, or any other words used to form questions, and think about those sorts of things to have a discussion and create discussion. And indeed, we're here to practice English. So sometimes we need to make things up or invent things, which you may or may not do in real life. Yeah? So maybe in real life, you look at a photo or a newspaper or a magazine, or just see people. Maybe you speculate about them. Maybe you're sitting on a bench in a park and you see people and you go, oh, I wonder what he's thinking or she's thinking, or blah, blah, blah. And you just sort of imagine different scenarios, and that's what the case may be. So, but certainly when you think about the question words, and you can think of different questions. And I think in terms of philosophies. You have like that, the 5 whys, I think it is, isn't it? So like, why are these people talking? You can say, what are they talking about? Why are they talking? Maybe we could say with who are these people? Maybe the woman showing her card is some type of representative or door-to-door salesperson, and the other person is at the one with the polka dots, the polka dot shirt or blouse, is someone at home, a resident in a place, a home. And so why is she showing her card? I assume it's a business card, perhaps. Why is she reading the card? Why did she answer the door? Why is she continuing to talk? What is she selling? Why is she selling it? Why would that person be interested in this particular object or service that the person is selling them? And that sort of thing. So you can like try and delve a little bit deeper. Think about how much would it cost? Why does it cost so much? Or why is there a discount? What are the conditions with that discount? And that sort of thing. We can, I guess, just follow down that path and try and get, I guess, as much or as little information as you can. If you're with a partner, certainly it's you can set that scenario and make that scenario go in all different sorts of ways. So if you consider like what's the product and why they're selling that product, it could be it's a person trying to raise money. It's for a charity. It could be a person selling a cleaning service. So they're saying, oh, look, we can come around once a week and do all the cleaning, or we can do the gardening around the place for you. Maybe it's someone for a political party and they're saying, hey, do you know there's an election coming up, and would you like to, do you know the policies of whatever political party? Could be something like that. Lots and lots of possibilities. Say maybe it's someone who just wants to check the meter for the water or something, and they don't have it at the front of the house and they have to go to the back of the house, so they're showing their ID and everything. Maybe they're selling them like some different sort of rates for gas or electricity. Maybe it's the phone company trying to upsell them. Maybe they've got like a standard line, and so they're coming on over to see if they want to have a different type of internet service or something. And of course, you can choose 1 or 5 or whatever of those situations and act out those situations. What's also a good thing to do then is play with different responses. So like each character, in this case, there may only be 2 characters, but with each character, you can have them do a different response and react in a certain way to whatever someone says, or perhaps the way someone says something. And with that, you can get someone to feel different emotions. So maybe the person answering the door could be very agitated or nervous for some reason, or very annoyed. Maybe they could be on the phone and they're answering the door at the same time, and they slam the door shut, and the person keeps, knocking on the door, ringing the bell, and then they open up the door again, and then the other person could be really angry or frustrated. Or maybe they're very like, oh, please, they're very apologetic and say, oh, look, we're sorry to disturb you. It's just some really important information we need to share, or something like that. So you could try different sort of emotions. Or maybe it could be a case of the person who's opening the door, just really, really kind, and really sort of like empathetic, perhaps, in a way. Like listens to the person, listens to all their details, and maybe it's a salesperson, and they're talking the whole time, and they're going on for like 10, 15 minutes. They're asking some questions about this, that, and that. Going, oh, okay, yeah, that's very interesting. And they just keep going and going and going and going. And then like after 30 minutes, the lady says, oh, would you be interested in buying one of these or using our service? Goes, no, that's not really something I'm interested in at all. But the person just likes having the person over for a conversation or something like that. That could be the case as well. I do remember working in some companies where it's like they're in a call center, and some people would just answer the phone and keep talking just because they wanted to chat. And it's depending on your perspective, it can be good or bad if they hang up or not, or if they continue that conversation. So yeah, I don't know. It depends. So, but in terms of a situation, it's certainly a good thing to act out, or it's a possibility to act out. So you can act out the scenario, and you can act out different methods of delivery, let's say. So maybe the person's really in a rush. Maybe it's a fast-talking salesperson. I'm not sure if that's... let me put that up. It's probably good so you can see. Let's take that away, shall we? Okay. It could be a fast-talking salesperson at the door. The sort of person where they talk a million miles an hour. You could say at, but really I would use this just as an expression like itself. They talk a million miles an hour. So you're just basically trying to give the idea that they're speaking so fast, and you just can't understand what they're saying. It's just chaos. It's just absolute chaos, the way they are talking, and so it's really, really difficult to interrupt. Sometimes it can take a lot of strength to go, no, not interested. Thanks very much. That sort of thing. So, it could be a scenario like that where you've got a salesperson there at the door. They're talking a million miles an hour, and maybe they sound suspicious, or maybe they're sweating, or maybe they just look suspicious. Maybe they just look suspicious. That's good. They come across as dishonest, maybe. So the way they come across is the impression, in this case, that you have of a person. If you're speaking to someone, and they sort of like the words they use or the way they say the words, and you receive an impression, you're thinking, oh, this guy is suspicious, or this woman is really, I don't think I can trust them. That's the impression you get. So that's the way they come across. Yeah, so like the message and the feeling that you're receiving from them creates something. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative at all. I guess a classic thing would be like in a job interview, someone could come across as very confident. So that's the impression you get. So they're very they're very good with customers. They're very outgoing. They come across as a very friendly person who would make our customers very happy, or something like that. Or they come across as very conscientious. So they would do a very good job. Or they come across as someone who pays a lot of attention to detail. So just the way perhaps they answer the questions, or you see them, the way they work, and or the answers that they give to questions, so maybe it's very complete. You know, or if they're working, maybe they're cleaning something. You see, they do every little bit and every little, like there's no dirt anywhere, there's no dust anywhere. They just look like they're doing a very complete job, something like that. So all of those things could be the impression you get from that person. And again, it could be from the words, could be from expressions, body language, that sort of thing. And it could just be from the product of what they do. So maybe not necessarily selling a product, they're servicing, so they're doing an action, but the result is that product. So the result, what you see. And so that impression you get from that is the way they come across to you. And so in terms of this photo, maybe it could be a salesperson who comes across as very suspicious, or they come across as very honest. You know, maybe they come across as a very genuine person, really trying to make a difference, or trying to find the best package for me. Yeah, so they've come here and they've said, "Oh, look, we can offer you some different prices for your gas and electricity, and if you join this company, you can have where your last bill was, I don't know, 150. If you were with us, the bill would be 72 or something. I don't know. So along those lines. So that's a possibility as well. So certainly, when you're looking at a picture or a stimulus, it could be like from a newspaper or whatever, something moving in real life. Think about those question words. What would you say? How would you answer them? Role play those different situations depending on how much time you have. So obviously it's better if you have a partner. You can even write out, if you want to, write out that conversation that you would have. In practice saying that conversation, you can practice using different intonations and different stresses in different parts of sentences, and emphasizing different information, and that can see how that comes across. So maybe do like get a voice recorder on your phone and record yourself saying different lines or saying the conversation, and seeing how it sounds when you stress different words, and the impression that they could give, and then perhaps the reactions that can come from that from other people. So something to consider. Okay. So again, just a reminder. This is Have a Tea with Me. This is an English language conversation class. But you're thinking, hey, all I'm hearing is you talking. Yes, that's right. It's just me talking, because there's no one else here. So that's what we do if there's no one else here. But if you would like to practice your speaking skills, your conversation skills, all you got to do is click on the link in the chat, and you can come on through to the studio, and we can chat live here on the live stream. And like I mentioned before as well, if now is not a good time, you can certainly give us a call back. Send us an email, rather. Send us an email at a different time, and tell us, what time would be better for you. So that's up to you. That's a possibility for you. So the email is chatonlessonjigsaw@gmail.com. send us an email. Let us know sort of what time zone you're in, what time you like to chat, what you like to chat about, so the days and times, and we can see if we can arrange something for you. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. So, what we might do, today is the 25th of February. We might leave it there for today's conversation. Thank you very much for watching us, especially if you're on the replay. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you hopefully in the next class. So every Monday to Friday at 12 o'clock Universal Time. Take care. Have a great day, and I wish you all the best for the weekend. Stay safe.